Hello guys, today I'm back here for another video, and today's video is going to be about the Crew Motorfest, pretty much my wheels impression with the Logitech G29 and the Crew Motorfest. And yeah, so I'd like to just start off with the bat and just say that on Motorfest, just the overall wheel feel and car control is much better than in the Crew 2. It is clear that Ivory Tower and Ubisoft have kind of addressed the issue that the Crew 2 had with the steering wheel, and they clearly fixed it with this new installment. So I like to just start off with the first few things that I noticed. So right off the bat, the force feedback activates at low speeds. You know, you have to be driving at like 30, 50, 20 kilometers per hour, and you can feel that the force feedback activates. In the Crew 2, that was not the case. Interesting, can we make this? In the Crew 2, that was not the case. The force feedback didn't activate until like 120, 150. Whoa. As you guys can see, that's the force feedback right there. Let's just rewind that. That's okay. So yeah, the force feedback activates at low speeds. That's something that was absent in the Crew 2. Another thing that I realized was when you go into the interior mode. Let's just do that. To the camera, into the interior mode, and I'll just stop right here. You can see that the wheel actually rotates in-game all the way. So if I'm turning it all the way left, all the way to the right, you guys can see that it is doing that in the game. This makes the overall experience just more enjoyable, and this is something that once again was absent in the Crew 2. In the Crew 2, I could be turning like, I don't know, let's say 360 degrees, 270 degrees, 540, whatever, but it would only turn like that much actually in game that you guys can see on the screen, right? Which was very weird, and it was just hard to use the interior camera view, you know. But this is something that's like something that's absent, you know, in the Crew Motorfest. Something that they did better on. I'll just ignore that. That's okay. Another thing, and it's probably one of the more important things that Ivory Tower managed to fix, and this is probably one. And like I said, it's probably one of the more important things. So let's slow down all the way. In the Crew 2, if I were to turn, right, this is exactly how it would be like. Even when I'm driving at full speeds in the Crew 2, the wheel would not auto return to the center, right? But in the Crew Motorfest, that is not the case. In the Crew Motorfest, I want to now turn around. Let's turn around and let go of the wheel. Bam, you guys can see that it returned to the center on its own. I'll demonstrate that one more time, hopefully for a cleaner turn. You guys see, it just returned to the center on its own. And this is very crucial when using a racing wheel that has a force feedback motor, because that is what it's supposed to do. But in the Crew 2, that's not what it did, and it made the overall experience very weird. I gotta say that the overall driving experience in the Crew Motorfest with the wheel is excellent. It's like you really feel the car. It's more predictable. You know what you have to do, and like you are able to control the car. You know, in the Crew 2, that's absent. It's like in the Crew 2, you did not have good feel of the car. You know, it's like you would want to try to do a certain thing, and then a whole other thing would happen, right? Whereas in the Crew Motorfest, just overall more predictable. There's more control. There's more resistance. I'd also, guys, like to point out that I did make some changes to the overall wheel controls in the game, and I will be making a video about that very, very soon. Just as soon as I'm done making this video about my wheel impressions on the Crew Motorfest. So yeah, overall, very positive. I would probably rate it an 8.5 out of 10. It's not perfect, right? But it is miles better than in the Crew 2. And yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that you guys found it helpful. And if you have any questions, whether it's the Crew Motorfest, Logitech G29, Need for Speed Heat, the Crew 2, the Hori Racing Wheel Apex, or anything else, please feel free to leave them in the comments below, and I will try to help you to the best of my ability. And yeah, guys, this was pretty much just a short video about the wheel impressions on the Crew Motorfest, the Logitech G29. And yeah, see you in the next one.